Imagine you're searching for the perfect compact tablet in 2026. You see the iPad mini 6. It looks fantastic. The reviews from 2021 were glowing, but here's what surprised me. Using this 2021 tablet in a 2026 world creates a fascinating and sometimes frustrating paradox. Therefore, before you spend your hard-earned cash on this smaller Apple slate, you need to hear this full, unfiltered review from the future. For the best price, click the link in the description. Living in the era of M4 iPads and iPhone 16 Pros, but the iPad mini 6 is still on store shelves, often at a tempting discount. That creates a massive curiosity loop. Is this a timeless gem or a relic being sold past its prime? I bought one. I used it as my only tablet for 2 weeks, and the experience was nothing like I expected. Therefore, strap in, because this review will save you from a potential regret or guide you to an incredible bargain. Let's dive into the first, most obvious thing, that gorgeous design. /N/N Apple nailed the form factor back in 2021, and honestly, it still holds up. The flat edges, the all-screen design with slim bezels. It feels incredibly premium, like a shrunken iPad Pro. But here's the first mini promise. That premium feel has a hidden cost, and I'm not just talking money. Picking it up is a joy. It's the ultimate one-handed tablet. Therefore, for reading in bed or casual browsing, it's nearly perfect. However, the 60Hz display, once a minor compromise, now feels jarringly dated next to any modern phone or Pro iPad. Scrolling isn't as fluid. It's the first sign you're using older tech. /N/N, but let's talk about the star. That 8.3-inch liquid retina display. It's bright, colorful, and pixel-dense. Watching videos is immersive. Reading is fantastic. The P3 wide color gamut makes everything pop. However, here's a twist you might not see coming. That beautiful screen is also its biggest bottleneck in 2026. Why? Performance, or more specifically, the synergy between the screen and the chip inside. The A15 Bionic. That was a monster chip in 2021. In 2026, it's complicated. Therefore, let's open up this tablet and talk silicon. /N/N the A15 Bionic, with its 5-core GPU, is still capable. Let's be clear. It runs every app in the App Store. It handles multitasking. It plays games like Genshin Impact respectably. But here's the contrarian snapback. Raw speed isn't the issue. The issue is future-proofing. In 2026, software is built with more powerful chips in mind. The iPadOS features teased for later this year. They might just leave the Mini 6 behind. It's like having a sports car with a governor on it. The engine is strong, but you can't access all the new, fancy roads. Therefore, buying this now is a gamble on Apple's update policy. /N/N, and speaking of software, let's talk about the iPad mini 6 as a productivity device. Apple pushes the Pencil 2 support. It's fantastic for notes and sketches. The latency is near zero, but using it for real work reveals its comedic limitations. Trying to run a full Safari browser, Slack, and a Notes app simultaneously on this 8.3-inch screen is like trying to cook a 5-course meal in a microwave. You can do it, but you'll question all your life choices that led you here. Therefore, it's a fantastic secondary device, but a terrible primary computer, unless your primary computer is also a toaster. That's joke number one. /N now, cameras. It has a 12MP wide camera on the back and a 12MP ultra-wide front camera with center stage. The rear camera is fine for scanning documents. The front camera is great for video calls. But let's be real. You are not buying an iPad mini to be a photographer. If you are, your phone is crying in your pocket. The center stage feature is neat, but in 2026, it's standard on every video call device. Therefore, the cameras are perfectly adequate, but they won't make or break your decision, unless you plan to start a vlog called Tiny Tablet Cinematography. Don't just use your phone. Life is a bright spot. Apple claimed all-day battery life. In 2026, with moderate use, I still got through a full day easily. It's not the multi-day marathon of some laptops, but it's reliable. You won't be stranded. However, here's a question to rehook you. What about all the little things you don't think about? The speakers, for instance, they're good. Stereo sound, loud enough for a small room, but compared to the four-speaker audio on the iPad Pro, it's like comparing a solo guitarist to a full orchestra. One is nice, the other is an event. Therefore, the Mini 6 does many things well, but nothing exceptionally except for being small, and that's its entire thesis. /n/n, let's address the elephant in the room, the price. In 2026, you can often find the Mini 6 for significantly less than its original launch price. That's tempting, but is it a good deal? Therefore, let's do a quick pros and cons list. Pros: perfectly portable size, premium build, still great display, Pencil 2 support, reliable battery and headphone jack. Yes, it still has one, a rare win. Cons: aging A15 chip, no ProMotion 128Z display. Base model still starts at 64 GB, which is a joke in 2026, and it can feel cramped for real work. /n/n, so, who is the iPad Mini 6 for in 2026? This is the resolution of our deep dive. If you are a reader, a casual media consumer, a note-taker, or someone who wants a superb gaming and media device for travel, it's a compelling option at a discount. It's the digital notebook that fits in a coat pocket. But if you need a primary computing device, crave the smoothness of 128Z, or want assurance of updates for the next 4 to 5 years, you should look at the newer iPad Air or even a base iPad. The Mini 6 is a specialist, not a generalist. /n/n, here's joke number 2. Buying the 64 GB model in 2026 is like ordering a salad at a steakhouse. You're in the right building, but you've completely misunderstood the point of being there. Always get more storage. Now let's talk about the competition, because in 2026, it's not just other iPads. You have Android tablets like the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9. They offer more flexibility and often better specs for the price, but they lack the seamless iPadOS ecosystem. Therefore, if you're in the Apple garden, your choices are: spend more for a modern iPad Air, spend less for a base iPad, or take a chance on this stylish, powerful, but aging Mini. It's a classic case of good, but /n/n, using the iPad Mini 6 in 2026 feels like driving a classic car. It turns heads, it performs its core function beautifully, but you miss the modern safety features and fuel injection. Every time you experience a slight UI stutter or wonder if the next iPadOS update will slow it down, you're reminded of its age. But then you curl up with it on the couch, and its perfection for that single task makes you forget the compromises. Therefore, my final verdict is nuanced. /n/n, at its original price, hard to recommend in 2026. At a significant discount, it becomes a fantastic niche device. It's not for everyone, but for its specific someone, it's still magical. That's the contrarian truth. A 2021 device can still have a place in 2026, but only if your expectations are correctly calibrated. Don't buy it hoping for a 2026 experience. Buy it for a perfected 2021 experience. And that's a perfectly valid reason. /n/n, here's joke number 3. The iPad Mini 6 supporting the Apple Pencil 2 is like giving a Formula 1 steering wheel to a golf cart. It's cool, it works great, but you're never going to use it to its full potential on this chassis. Now for the final call to action. If this review has helped you and you've decided the iPad Mini 6 is the perfect compact tablet for your needs in 2026, you'll want to get the best deal possible. /n/n, therefore, I've done the hard work for you. I've tracked down the current lowest price on Amazon. The link is in the description below. Clicking it supports this channel at no extra cost to you and ensures you don't overpay. It's the smartest way to buy. And finally, joke number 4. Deciding on a tablet in 2026 is tough. It's like choosing a pet. Do you want a loyal, aging dog that knows all the tricks, iPad Mini 6, a young, energetic puppy that needs training, a new Android tablet, or a sophisticated cat that ignores you unless you have food, an iPad Pro? Choose wisely. Thanks for watching.